Andy, first of all, some good news with some of the longer term injuries getting back into training this week.
Yeah, really pleased about that. Seeing Gareth Moore out working hard, David Lemmy, guys that are going to be back in the squad in the next couple of weeks. So yeah, that's pleasing. And Ben Moss is getting very close to being fit.
Yeah, and Matthew Morgan back from the World Cup duty, of course. Sean's already said that he's not likely to play. Is there a game plan in place, if you like, for him of when you'd like to get him back on the field?
Well, for all the guys that were involved in the World Cup, we've given them a couple of weeks off now. So Jack, Tommaso and Ant came in last week and trained with us last week. But because of us being fit, the players we have fit, we've been able to release them away on holiday. So they've got 2-3 weeks away. They'll come back in the start of November and be good to reintegrate them into the squad.
Yeah, I mean, it's probably from your point of view good to see them come back in and make an impact, didn't they, Jack Lamb last week in particular?
I thought Jack was exceptional. He just brought on the way he's been playing for Samoa and the way he finished the season with us, and he came back really fresh, and it's great to see him perform in the way that he did. It's right that he gets some time away, and all these players get time away to refresh. It's pretty tough, and mind blowing the World Cup in terms of the pressure, what affects you physically but also mentally. So we're really pleased that we've got the squad that we can give them this time, give them the time to refresh, rejuvenate themselves, and we look forward to seeing them in the start of November.
Yeah, and how big a thing, if anything, is it to be back on top of the Championship?
Well, we're disappointed to lose the first game of the season, but it was right that we lost the game because of the sloppiness of our play. But we've put together 6 reasonable performances, and we just got to keep stepping up what we're doing. I thought for 60 minutes last week we were exceptional in the way that we tried to play the game and the way that we dominated Yorkshire. But that last 20 just left a bit of a sour taste because of the scoreline. However, our defence is really improving, and that's what I was pleased to see. These were errors in our maul defence, and you correct one issue, and then another problem rears its head. And we've only up to that point we'd only conceded 2 maul tries in the whole of the Championship this year. Unfortunately, to concede 4 in the manner that we did is hugely disappointing and embarrassing. So we need to put that right this week. Yeah. When you look at the young players that are playing in the side, to think Ellis Genge, how he's fitted in and done well, and Nick Carpenter has stepped up for Ben Moss's, Ryan Edwards coming back in the side, being led by Ollie Robinson. To think that we've had young players come in and perform in the way that they had, to be able to bring a Rain Schmidt in and him play as well as he did. Joe Joyce getting his first start. We're absolutely delighted with our younger players in the way that they've had to step up. We knew this was going to be a period where they had to step up, and I feel that all those players have really backed themselves, and they've been proud to wear the Bristol shirt.
Yeah, I mean it's key, isn't it, moving forward to bring in and develop your own youngsters. So you must be that must be an extra boost, if you like, to have those players coming through the academy.
Very much so. Mitch Eady, Marco Mama, and what they did, and where they've really dominated selection in the Bristol side over the last couple of years. But to see these other players now coming through, and a player that that I think has been really consistent this year is Jack Tovey, and I think he's stepped up to where we thought he could have been 2-3 years ago.
Yeah, next up is a trip to a venue that hasn't been too kind to you, has it, in the past? That's obviously something you're keen to put right this time around.
Well, we go in with a plan to how we can go and win the game, as we do for any away game. We know how difficult it is, obviously, to win there, and we respect what Cornish Pirates have got. We've got to get there and perform. And we all understand what happened last year, the year before. So it's vital for us that we can put in an 80-minute performance. Yeah.
Do you think about that? Do you use that? Do you talk about that with the players, the previous encounters, or is it all pretty much the focus is very much on the game in hand, the game ahead?
Well, every side we play, we know that the teams are going to raise their game, particularly at home, where they see there's an opportunity for them to secure a victory. So Cornish Pirates this year have performed well, even though they've only won 1 game. They have performed well, and we know that we're going to have to be pretty physical down there and be accurate. And the last couple of years, we haven't been as accurate as we needed to be, and we've allowed Cornish Pirates to gain a head of steam, and they've performed really well in periods of play. We scored 6 tries down there last year, but we lost the game of rugby. We deserved to lose the game of rugby last year because of the way Cornish Pirates played.
Yeah, and the Pirates then, you feel they're better than what their form suggests?
Oh yeah, they work hard, and they've had some notable victories at home over the years, so we know that it's going to be a tough game for us.
Yeah, good luck, Andy. Thank you very much.
Andy,